And we're just gonna jump right into it, and because I really want today's session to be as brief as possible and straight to the point. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, just drop them on the chat or on the Q&A box. So today's talk might be a little bit unconventional, but we arranged the cohort, the sessions in such a way that they're progressive. So for business management, you need to be able to handle your accounts, to be able to handle your finances, marketing, and we threw in Karen because we wanted to also put in experience and to show you the process of growing the business from scratch to end. And my talk is actually focused on, and then we had the talk with Reverend Terry, where he talked about e-commerce. Every business is going online. And to be able to be successful online, you need to maximize every tool that is available online. So for every tool that has a paid version, there is a free version. And everything literally is being automated, at least to an extent. And you can schedule stuff, you can create stuff, you can put up ideas, and the main way that this is being made possible, mostly in tech, is through artificial intelligence. And I'm just going to do like a basic introduction to this and also share some tools you can use for your business. And the thing is, most of us are small businesses and medium businesses, and we have plans and targets where we want to grow the businesses to. And I'm going to be talking from the aspect of a small business owner too. So I have a business and we have a model. I will explain the model, the process, the tools that we use, and most of them were as a result of most of the things I used to run and grow my business were actually gotten from work. So I will just share my screen and get on with the presentation. So I am guessing we can see my screen. Okay. Today's class, right, I decided to title the topic as Optimizing Artificial Intelligence for Business Management. And the major key focus group I'm going to be looking at is the Maximalist Resources Limited, and that is my company. That is the company that I have, the business that I run. So TSWi is an NGO, and it's 100% giving back to community. So myself and the ladies at the Strong Woman Initiative, we do everything for free. We do not take salaries for TSWi. And so the ladies who come on TSWi as a platform, they get everything for free as well. So my name is Lohi, Omo-Ezomo, and I'm the Senior Manager of Marketing and Strategic Business Development for Comtrade Group. Now, Comtrade Group is a tech company that develops software and manages platforms. So basically, in a nutshell, what the company does is someone has an idea and they need a software for that idea to run on, right? Comtrade creates the software or a system where the idea can actually run smoothly without any problems, or somebody already has a software or already has an idea that is working, and then they need to upgrade it or to manage it or to sustain it. So Comtrade does that. It's into computer, phones, a bunch of everything. And what do I do in Comtrade? So I build, if someone has an idea, for instance, and they need to create the software. Sometimes they don't even fully understand what they want to do and what they want to create. So my job is to literally see what they do not even understand that they need, create it from scratch and send that design to the engineers. And then those engineers create it. And then sometimes I have to build a marketing strategy for these people. And so working in this, I had to look for a bunch of software online. And because when I was working in Nigeria before I moved to Slovenia, the major word that I kept hearing in every department I managed, HR, outsourcing, corporate communications, the one word that was constant was cost, cost, cost. We have to cut cost. We have to cut cost. And so when I'm working, what I'm thinking of first is look for free before premium. So if I can get a package for something that I need to create for free, and if it makes my job easier, and how much of what is available for free can I use, right? Instead of having to go premium. So, and this mentality has helped me a lot in Europe, because everybody, when they have a project, they just send a budget and it's like a huge sum of amount. And when I have a project, I just send a budget and it's not killing. And this is because every platform that is premium has a free feature that you can actually use, and you could go premium. It's allowed, it's fine. But if you can do what you need to do with the free version, you might as well do that. And sometimes when we need to get maybe something extra on that platform, I just pay for the 1 month subscription and we use that instead of having a recurrent cost on that level. And on the strategic business development aspect, I just find locations in Europe, Africa, New Zealand, and every other location where they need the kind of solutions that Comtrade offer. And then I push that to the sales team. And so that's what I do in Comtrade. I already had the maximalist resources before I started working in Comtrade, but having access to most of these tools that are AI enabled, artificial intelligence enabled, I will explain further, really helped a lot of things go smoothly. Now, the model of the maximalist resources is simple. We started by looking for small businesses. And what did we do? We just told them the solutions that we could give them. And the first set of businesses that we had in the maximalist resources were actually done for free. And then they told their friends, and their friends told their friends. And so that's how come we have the base of customers and clients that we have. The idea in 2020 was to increase the client base to about 30, and then we would stay on that level, because apart from being having much more people, which is much more money, you want to have the quality, because most of them, apart from doing the rebranding and marketing strategies and CVs and mock interviews and then outsourcing, most of them have a continuous business process. So, so this is the format. So we haven't taken our Instagram account further. There is no post on Instagram, and this is because we do not want to get into a situation or a scenario where we have more capacity, more people, and not enough capacity. Okay, what is artificial intelligence, right? So generally speaking, it's a branch of computer science that actually deals with building smart machines and tools. So smart in inverted commas. And why do they call it artificial intelligence? It's because it's supposed to be able to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, right? And what makes you human, what makes you an intelligent entity? It would be that you can learn, you can unlearn, you can reason, you can be objective, you can solve problems, you can perceive things and deal based on your perception, and then you have a language of communication. So for AI, it's been able to, this branch of computer science has been able to an extent to deal with most of this. So AI can learn, but it cannot unlearn, right? So, and what are the characteristics? I'll just talk about three. They have and they offer multiple approaches with advanced. So basically, AI is built on machine learning, data, deep learning, and data science. So the more data you feed into the system, right? The artificial intelligence unit in my company, they literally thrive on data. Every data they can get and buy and put it in there. So machine learning is the ability for the machine to actually learn based on information or process that happens from time to time. So you do A, and tomorrow you do B. Next tomorrow you do C. So that machine typically at that point understands that A leads to B and then leads to C. I'm going to explain all of this, how all of this applies to algorithms that you need for your business, right? And for applications and platforms that you need for your personal businesses. So AI learns like that, right? The machine, the codes and the neurons, just like you as a human being, your brain, right, has neurons. So when your nerves are pinched, when you receive a pinch, that neuron sends a message to the brain, and then your brain interprets it as pain. So the machines are actually built with such code, or that is the concept of machines, you know, computers. You put in this command, it's supposed to produce this. So this leads to this, which leads to this. And the more information you keep feeding, if A has adapted, you need to go back to that system and try to adapt A to B. But artificial intelligence at this point in time is supposed to be able to adapt A without you needing to go back for it to get adapted, which is where we come to deep learning. And AI operates with rules created by humans, which is typically what I just explained. And then it is creating a paradigm shift in every industry in the world. And this is why it's important for you to learn, for you to know about it, and also understand how to use it on a basic level. Because whether you like it or not, every industry has gone to some form or some stage of AI. And like Pastor was talking the other day, if your business is not present online, you're not exactly making much progress, because the world has officially gone online. The minute COVID happened, a lot of business could run brick and mortar. I mean, people insisted that people should go to the office every day. But after COVID-19, remote work is 100% a thing in some companies. So apart from moving your business online, you need to understand how to manage your business online, which brings us to the role of using AI tools and tools that can help you, move your business forward. So how does AI work? And some questions that are shaping the functioning of AI is, can it think humanly? And does it have human feelings and kindness? And that is no. It's a stage that scientists have not been able to successfully breach yet. And that is artificial general intelligence. So we have two departments in the AI department in Comtrade, which is the narrow AI department and the artificial general intelligence. So the AGI is supposed to be able to do everything, right? It's supposed to be able to have cognitive ability, which is the ability that will give you the power to acquire and process things, right? So the minute you see something, you know, you see someone walking, just because you were told that this is a human being, you know which kind of human being, and you can interpret. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Your ability to just be able to, on instinct, know things, right? Artificial intelligence does not have that human feeling and kindness. It cannot think rationally. However, it can think progressively based on the programming and data and information that it has. Like I said, it can think from A to B to C. And then it cannot act humanly and rationally. So we'll just take a test that was done in one of our conferences for artificial intelligence, right? And I want to see your responses on the chat. I will check it later on when I'm done with the talk. So if you're in a court and you have a case, right? And there is the AI judge that has all the data and information about the case, who did what, who didn't do what, how what happened, and how what did not happen. And then there's a human judge who doesn't know you. It doesn't have all the data except all the information that the lawyers fed it, right? So which of the judges would you like to preside over your case, the artificial intelligence judge or the human judge? So I won't see your responses, just type it on the chat. You would go for an AI judge, you would go for a human judge. So basically, before we move into the next slide, which is going to tell how you can maximize AI for your business. Right now, what is being in play in the world, in every business, both small, big, and medium, is narrow AI. And what is narrow AI? It's typically what you have on Google search. So Google is going to produce information to you in the quickest and shortest time possible because of the data that has been fed in there maybe by the Google team or by people. Someone has a company and registers their business online and puts it on Google Analytics, right? The moment the person puts it there and gives Google access to that business, there is the chance for you to find that business when you're looking for someone who actually does that business. So that artificial intelligence and algorithm on which Google search runs is smart enough to pick your data and link it with the search factor that person is searching for. And how does that work? That's why Google will ask you for keywords, add words. So what information is associated with your business, right? So even if you open a website and you do not use all the right keywords, or you have a social media page and you don't make it simple enough to find. So having a website is one thing. When registering the domain, you also could go a step further by registering other possible domain names. And this is so that it's easy for Google to find your website when someone is looking for a product that you sell. So this is one way to maximize AI on that kind of platform. And I will show you further examples, the things and the tools that I use for TMR. And then another thing is the social media applications that you use. All of those algorithms, they're built on AI, artificial intelligence. So, and every time Instagram, Facebook decides they want to do an upgrade, it's updating with information and the mood and passion and how people are acting and reacting on the internet. So every time you see that Instagram has a new look, it's based on the interactions of people. So they feed more data, and then that platform is adjusted to match the new data that it has just received. I don't know if I should talk more on that. And then Google has this image recognition thingy. We built this platform at the office sometime. So once you feed it an image, they have the characteristics that judges the length of the forehead, the eyes, the nose, and whatever. So if someone maybe saw your business somewhere and they did not remember the name, maybe they took a screenshot of a product that you sell and they put it up on Google image recognition platform, it's going to be so easy for them to associate that image to your website and the product you sell. And that's because of the AI neurons that can identify the space in that still. Maybe it's a mug. It has some special features that understands and identifies. I didn't get the approval to share those things. I really would have loved to play it out for you so you can see how this website actually can maximize the codes and the already written artificial intelligence process and data on a particular platform to help you fully maximize Google, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's almost unbelievable and unreal. And we all know about Siri or Alexa and all of those applications that we know and use online. We also have heard about self-driving cars. All of these machineries, they all run on artificial intelligence. Okay, now to the main crux of our discussion, right? How can you benefit from AI as a small and medium business, right? So your key word as an SME, as a small business owner, is time and tide. Time, because you need to understand the season you're in. Everybody lives online. Everybody. You spend more time on the internet than you spend with your best friend. That's the truth. And this internet being Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp. Some people are so engrossed in WhatsApp groups that they don't even have a life outside of those groups. Some people are so engrossed in Instagram. So you want to go where your customers are, right? You don't want to be in your house trying to look for customers when your customers are not in your house or they're not where you are looking for them. So you want to be where your clients are. So you need to understand the times. What is going on? Where is everybody? And who are my clients, right? And most people who talked about reaching out to clientele, they mention this time and time again. You first need to identify your client. Everybody cannot be your customer. Everybody cannot be your customer. Everybody as well cannot understand the solution that you give. So you need to first do a customer profile. Settle down and sit down with yourself. If you have a team, with your team. And I always give this recommendation to my clients, right? My question is, do you ever do a survey in which your team member, if you don't have a team member, someone who works for you, ask your best friend. If you're married, ask your husband to be your typical client. Think of the worst client your business can ever have, the worst, the one you cannot satisfy, the one you cannot get, that they just won't accept it. They're unreal. So get your husband or your best friend to be that aggravating, annoying customer your business will ever cross path with. You need that. And the minute you can actually get your client to be that way, you can then think about the solution. So technically, your business on a very basic level has already made clients. So there are normal people who will know that they have this problem and they will come to your business. Those are the easy guys. Those are the, normal people. And then there is the other set of clients that you also need that are hard to deal with. So you need to find someone to act like those very annoying clients. And then The next question you need to ask is, what platforms do you use for your business? You own a business. So what platform do you use, right? And apart from the platforms that you have told yourself you want to use for your business, the other question is, you see all those clients that need the solution you're providing, where are they exactly? Which platforms? Everybody is not everywhere. So for instance, I have a Facebook account, but I'm not a regular Facebook user. I would spend more time on Instagram than I would on Facebook. So if you're trying to get me as your client, if you're selling your product on Facebook because everybody has a Facebook account, then you're not going to get me. But I am a potential customer that will need your product, right? So apart from discovering the potential and possible platforms you can use, you also need to discover where your platforms are. And some of these platforms are Instagram, Facebook Messenger, because now ads run everywhere, including Facebook Messenger, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and the one people do not really use is WhatsApp, and then there are others too. So for WhatsApp, a lot of people you have contacts, and the magic with business is, if someone took your number and became a contact on your phone and you guys exchanged phone numbers and you're maybe friends or acquaintance, the truth is there is a level of attachment they have to you. And it's harder for those people to say no to you than for someone you don't know. So it's easier for someone you don't know out there to say no than someone you have a small relationship with on WhatsApp to say no. So you want to also check for potential clients on your WhatsApp. And there is something I learned from Gary Vee on Instagram. He said, send a notice to all of your contacts on WhatsApp and tell them, do you have someone who needs XYZ product? Because I do have a business that actually provides XYZ solution. And they're going to be, oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. Or create a design and send it to them. Please share this with all of your contacts. Put it on your story for me, 24 hours. Let's see. And then just imagine you have maybe 100 contacts, and 100 of them put it on their story, and 100 of them have 100 contacts each. So that's like 1,000 views of your product for free on people's stories. So you want to use that. And let me just talk about Instagram and how the Instagram algorithm works, how the AI on Instagram functions. So Instagram, it learns, and LinkedIn is almost like that too. So Instagram learns based on your activity. Even if you don't post, you don't like, you don't interact, Instagram monitors when you come online. It monitors whose photo you spent more XYZ amount of minutes or seconds on. And what does it do? You know, on Instagram, when you're not on your home page and you click on the search icon, maybe you want to search for a specific account, right? You will see that there are several recommendations on that place. So, and those recommendations, if you look at what Instagram says to you, this account is similar to an account you viewed, or it's similar to an account you liked, or someone in your circle liked this. So Instagram, and then if you're honest and you've taken out time to also study Instagram, you'd notice that maybe you follow 1,000 people, but Instagram will only show you posts from like 5 people. It's not like the other, 905 people don't use Instagram. They do. But these 5 people are the pages you have interacted with in some way or the other. And so The AI learns from your attitude, from your from your actions on there. And so if the account you looked at more is maybe let's say the maximalist resources account on Instagram, that's the one you spend 5 seconds longer to look at. The next time you're going to come on Instagram, Instagram will find either the maximalist resources or a similar account and put it, it's the first picture you're going to see. So, and this is what you want to do, right? You want to help, you want to, for lack of a better word to use, you want to outsmart that AI and use it to the benefit of your business. So you want to put your business in such a way that when you're online, you're probably a lot on your page. You find people to like your post, offer freebies, do gifts, do tags, right? Even if you don't put the usual cliche of share this and get 10 people to follow the account, even if you don't do that, just get people to like your post from everywhere in the world. And the AI is trained to recognize activities. So once you can get an activity on your account or on a post, automatically you will appear on the top. And that's exactly the same algorithm process for LinkedIn. And in a way, Facebook works like that. But because Facebook has both independent accounts and pages, you need to do more. And so like Peace mentioned in the social media marketing, take use of sponsored ads so that whether Instagram algorithm AI is working in your favor or not, it's an ad. Facebook will do all they can to push it to be in front of people. And it's pretty much the exact explanation for the next point, the time. What time does your people get online? What time is that kind of product that you sell going to be online more? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So this algorithm recognizes a particular, if you look at the trends on Instagram, there are posts in the middle of the day, there are posts in the evening, and some in the morning. But somehow the algorithm recognizes a particular kind of post and shows you that post in a particular time. You can do the research yourself, but to just save you the time, you can just go ahead. And then the other thing is the mood of your clients, right? You need to gauge the mood. Recall, I said the 2 words you need to keep in mind is time and tide. This is tide, the mood. And then you need to find a way to get involved in events. Someone is organizing something, become their pally on social media. Share their events too. When you are organizing something, they feel the need to support you and share your events too. I mean, it's human emotion. It's just natural. And the more you get reshares and interactions and reactions, the Instagram AI begins to believe that you're an influencer. You need to be seen. You need to be on top. Oh, and then remember, the process is A, B, C. That's what they understand. That's what the algorithm understands. So, oh, everybody's liking this post. It must be trendy. It must be up. So they just keep pushing you on top. You keep wondering why people who have a lot of likes keep getting a lot, and they're going to keep getting a lot of likes because the AI, that is how smart it is. That's all it knows. And then you need to also figure out your timeline for your post, for your events, for everything. And then use free lead generating and scoring apps. I will share my screen and show you guys possible options that you can use. And I will share the links as well. And then if you have a website, you might want to automate your chats, especially if you have a 9-to-5 job like myself. So if people visit your site and they respond and they type a message, you might not necessarily be free to respond ASAP. So chatbots have been improved to an extent where you can actually advise the customer to use certain words, and if they do, your preset responses will be used. Sometimes people insist on speaking to a real human being, which is okay, because at the end of the day, your chatbot can help you schedule a call right away. That way you don't lose the client, and then the client doesn't feel abandoned because they sent you a text message 8 a.m. in the morning and you're replying 10 p.m. in the night. But your chatbot already solved the interaction part of the whole thingy, and then set a call. So the client has something in their calendar saying they would receive a call from yada yada person on XYZ date. Makes it easy for you to retain your client. And then get analytics. I will send you this link, but for these analytics, you can only use them for your website, or use Google Analytics. And the thing is, it shows you the report on your website and everything. I will also show you the AI thingy that Wix uses. Remember, Pastor Terry suggested that you should use Wix. So if you intend to use Wix.com to build your website, it comes with every possible tool you need. It's going to also help you with analytics and give you the option to automate your chat with chatbots as well. And so keyword, ad word, etc. If you're looking to go big at some point with AI, then start looking at automation and other possible AI tools. Like I mentioned before, online there is always the free option, and I can't remember ever paying for a premium feature on any tools for my personal business, right? We've had to pay for Comtrade, to do stuff for Comtrade, because sometimes we need those features. But for TMR, I have used only free options. And so I will share these links with you guys as well. If you want to learn about SEO, especially if you have a website, so that you can maximize the Google search algorithms on search engine optimization, I will share this link with us at the end of the class. And you need to follow data trend. What is happening in data engineering? What is happening in your industry? And then if you want to keep up with information on artificial intelligence, I will also send the link. So basically, that is it. Right now, if you have questions, you should just type it in the chat box or in the Q&A, and I will share my screen and show you guys possible platforms you can use. So, where do I have that? Okay, so this is one of the AI companion platform that we use to develop content. Now, I will help you guys. I will send the link, and you guys can go there and create. It works like a normal person. So I'm just going to create a profile from scratch, and let me use mine. Don't worry, I will delete the thingy. So let me say, let's use the TSWi email address, and we can create a password. Let's say so you can choose what you want it to look like, and let's choose this. Let's say the skin is absolutely black. Let's say the eyes are purple. So we're still using Mayan. So and basically this was designed as a chat companion for people, right? But we are going to use it and, you know, just go ahead with a conversation. Oh. So, guys, this I will share um, the code if you have a website where you can connect this to your website, and so you can see how literally you would not believe it's a machine having this easy conversation. So someone can actually ask several questions on your website, and it's just as long as you on settings you design our Mayan to have all those responses and have what it is. You can actually connect this to your website, and when clients ask questions, they will treat it. So if they have issues and they actually upload a picture, it's going to be able to respond to them based on the, so maybe someone did not receive an order you made, is going to be able to put it right there. So I'm going to delete this account at the end of the class. And then another AI profile you can also use is the cookie AI. You can also attach it to your website, and you can just chat. You can create an account. If you have an account, you can log in. The thing is, you can connect it to your website. But if you want to go 100% chatbots, 100% chatbot, and this platform can also help you with your Instagram automation. That's because they understand the Instagram algorithms and the artificial intelligence Instagram runs on. So they can help you automate it and everything. And you can build a chat bot, right, for your website, specifically designed for your website, and link it to your website. And they have a free thingy. You can access all of their features, or and build a chatbot for your website. And the only limitation is it's only for up to 50 users. So that's the thingy. And then if you want to do lead generation, you want to access data to be able to build your email list, or be able to, there is someone you really want to connect with, maybe on LinkedIn or somewhere, because you believe that person is a real big potential client and you need to connect, but you don't have any information on the person. All of these tools. For my business, I use Lusha. My company also uses Lusha. And for my business, I use the free thingy. And the thing is, I can only use it 10 times a month, right? So you can plan and set yourself in such a way that you can use it. My company also uses HubSpot. We don't even have a premium account. We have access to everything, like literally everything: scheduling, posting, email creation, social post creation, designing, everything. I will send this list as well, so you can go through and see which one suits you most. And so the other one, my TSWi website and my business website, they're built on Wix. So we do need all the algorithms and codes that Wix has built with Accent. The SEO tools are unreal. Like, you just need to respond to all the questions and fill in everything. You can capture leads easily, and you don't even need to go off your site to close deals. And if you put your website on your social media page, you don't need to go, they don't need to do so many things to get across to you. And it's easy for you to get people to share content with one click on this platform. So I just wanted to share some of these tools that can help you maximize AI on the very, very basic level. And like I said, if you want to, take it a step further, you can read up on AI trend and then understand how it's affecting your industry, because that's knowledge you cannot buy. You need to understand how it's affecting the industry. If you're in the food industry, how is AI affecting food? What's up? What's the trend? What is happening? What is going on? You can subscribe to a newsletter and receive information every month on that. And even if you don't have the finances or the tools to build your business to that point where you can maximize everything AI has to offer, the thing is, you can prepare for when AI eventually reaches the AGI stage, which is still the research scientists that are doing the artificial general intelligence. But right now, it's okay for you to use and maximize the narrow AI, the algorithms. You need to bend all of the algorithms on every social media platform to your advantage. And one free advice from, helping to consult and manage small businesses, you want to get people to talk about what you do. Offer freebies. There's nothing in the world that makes people feel so excited than offering freebies, and make people feel as if they just help you out with your business. So if people actually feel like they just helped you out, they just gave you a solution, there is a 99.99% chance they're going to talk about what they did for you. Meanwhile, in the reality of things, it was just you marketing your product and letting them feel like they've just won. So I'll just take a quick look at what we said. So some people said they would go with AI judge, and I don't think anybody said human judge. So what the other question they asked was, what if you need a human being, because AI doesn't have kindness, right? They have data and information, and they're going to work based on the data and information they have. There is no room for, oh my gosh, okay, what of this other angle that we can't see, right? It's possible that they will do the right thing based on the information, but don't forget, it's based on information fed to them. So some people said a human judge because of compassion, of course, and a human judge due to the significance emotional factor, of course. And so, guys, this is the end of my talk. And like we usually say, please let us know something you learned from the class today, something that you're taking away, some information that you learned. And if you have any questions, this is a great time to actually ask it, and I will just send the links as promised so that you guys, so this is replica, this is cookie, this is chat fuel. And this is the list of lead generating tools that you can use that all have already built in codes and everything. And don't forget, Chatfield can actually also help you outsmart the Instagram algorithm. Okay, so ladies, we have come to the end of today's class, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. Do not forget to send in your project tomorrow. Submission ends at exactly 11:59 p.m. at night, and we will send it right up to IDC Bled School of Management to get them to score and then send it right back. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. See you for the last session on Monday evening at 6:30 p.m.